It was a night billed as an epic meeting of pop culture's two biggest divas, one a trailblazing superstar embraced for perpetually reshaping mainstream norms, the other an entitled ex-royal desperately clinging to borrowed relevance by any means necessary. But when Meghan Markle once again lived down to her infamous reputation for breaching etiquette and manufacturing controversy, Lady Gaga wasn't having any more of the Duchess disgraced's delusions. The ugly incident erupted last night before Gaga's sizzling, Chromatica Ball, concert stop in Toronto, when the Born This Way singer spotted Markle attempting to sneak into the arena through a loading dock after-party entrance typically reserved for crew and dancers. Incensed over the improprious breach of protocol and her hospitality toward the spoiled Duchess, Gaga stormed over and unleashed one of the most scathing public roastings in recent celebrity history. "Okay, you sloppy little penguin waddling and looking to poop all over my night, get your flat ass back on the street where you belong." Gaga barked in a blistering opening salvo, almost instantly setting off a raucous backstage confrontation. "I am so goddamn sick of these D-list Monteblurto philanthropaths showing up trying to hijack my events through shady backdoor scheming because their Z-list relevance terminated years ago." Gaga didn't mince words, recounting her disgust over feeling blindsided and used by the widely despised royal renegade, who had wrangled her way backstage access under the pretense of a fan meet and greet before pulling the apparent hustle. Multiple witnesses reported Markle stayed silent at first, seemingly too stunned to mount any resistance against Gaga's furious tirade as the riled-up pop queen verbally flayed her from head to toe. "Oh what, you thought we were about to become princess BFFs after I stupidly agreed to that photo shoot bamboozle because my team got psychologically hijacked by your toxic narcissism again? I did you a solid virtue signal to appease the Sussex squad terrorizing my social media with cancelled threats and bullying accusations, and this is the impolite thanks I get, you trying to steal my spotlight?" Gaga shouted, her voice echoing through the arena tunnels while arena staffers looked on in disbelief. The searing rant referenced a Vogue photo profile last month where the House of Gucci star shocked many by posing side by side with Markle in designer gowns meant to advance mutual causes like ambition, empowerment and motherhood. At the time, Gaga gushed over the Duchess's self-actualized fearlessness, while praising her as a icon liberating women to embrace their authentic voices as dissenters against society's vain trappings. But just weeks later, it's become stunningly clear the songbird felt dreadfully duped into boosting Markle's image by obfuscating numerous reports about her relentless self-promotion and sociopathic stunts to garner media oxygen. And as the Duchess pointedly ignored instructions to use the designated VIP entrance for concert talent and production staff last night, it proved the final insult Gaga wouldn't turn another cheek toward. "Maybe the palace lemmings are used to you orchestrating paparazzi sideshow security breaches whenever you need a covert publicity stunt to feed your narcissistic supply," Gaga spat with escalating vitriol. "But this is my coveted stage and show honoring authenticity and self-love without crutches or gimmicks, and your utter lack of humility, respect and artistic integrity is soul-crushing. You don't get to make unearned diva spectacles out of my life's work, ever." The human a monster superstar then went nuclear on Markle's character, invoking some of the most blistering insults yet heard targeting the constant controversy-courting Duchess. "You want the truth? You're a miserable, merciless denier gobbling up eternal victimhood because your desperate princess persona got dismantled." Gaga screamed, beet red with rage at this point while delivering a dress down for the ages. How many more delusions of grandeur need lance before even fake woke celebrity worshippers recognize your insatiable black void will never replenish itself through terrorizing the entire world into mass compliance? As Lady Gaga's rhetorical punches kept relentlessly landing, larger arena security personnel slowly formed a barrier around the pop star to prevent escalation toward any physical confrontation. But the "rain on me" chanteuse remained locked on her target, still hurling barbs about Markle desecrating common human decency with her thirst for perpetual spotlight antics. "Go ahead and trademark that stupid Duchess of Compassion crap, because indiscriminate humanitarian grifters straight up evacuating compassion substance from society is precisely why we're now culturally scorched by vacuous hypocrites and woke capitalism buzzwords," Gaga raged. "No one respects or fears your plays for shocked sympathies anymore precisely because the cry once again grossly fails to Wolf." From there, Eyewitnesses say the megastar moved from blistering assault to crushing pity over Markle's irredeemable shaming of her once esteemed royal heritage through self-absorbed charades clearer observers have long stopped buying. "It used to make me nauseous just thinking about your reprehensible, conniving renewal of the bullying, racist mind games Princess Diana spent her final years dismantling. Now it honestly just makes me feel sorry for whatever wretched inner abyss led you to gleefully razoring her gracious legacy in such a grotesquely arrogant, culturally degrading way," she continued. "I mean, do you seriously believe becoming the social media court jester for elite imperialists who still disseminate admiralty doctrines enslaving entire civilizations under thrall mind control is some kind of victorious praxis stimulating global healing and enlightenment? Apologies, but your delirious self-parody toadying for reptiloid Klingon overlords indemnifying their archonic child abuse cabals is peak late-stage neocolonialism. If this is what remaining royal lineage has devolved into, then they and you both deserve an extinction-level reckoning." Multiple videos have since surfaced capturing the epic tongue-lashing, with the footage quickly going viral as millions across social media platforms react in real time to the searing repudiation and brutal takedown of the Duchess's duplicitous self-importance in the arena corridors. While Gaga has yet to publicly comment, a source close to her camp says the diva remains completely unapologetic over her word bombs. Gaga knew she would face immediate backlash from Meghan's ravenous cult of online harassers and intimidation brigades the second she stopped pulling punches, the insider confirmed. But at a certain point, she felt she had an obligation to denounce anyone shamelessly monopolizing social activism's moral capital to play act being an enlightened leader or truth-teller, while perpetuating outrage-based revenue models that subjugate and demonize the very communities they claim allyship for. If her fearless truth-casting manifested a very public pile-on that finally takes down this arrogant predator fronting as some humanitarian saint, then Gaga welcomes the controversy as a necessary reckoning against Meghan's toxic grift undermining moral clarity. The utter humiliation and obliteration of Markle's influence campaign amid the stunning on-stage ambush has already sparked defections and widespread schisms within her ranks of once staunchly loyal Sussex Squad defenders. Dozens of the Duchess's highest-profile celebrity and influencer megaphones, including Oprah Winfrey, immediately went into strategic silence as footage of Gaga's blistering disavowal circulated social networks like wildfire. Multiple offshoots of the #Royal Revolution Truth movement sprang up amplifying the dividing #Aristotracy dismantled, as fissures propagate over whether to continue propping up Markle's public persona, or cut bait after such a devastating takedown from a transcendent cultural icon they've all courted. For her part, Markle stormed out of the Toronto arena following the blast furnace evisceration, only stopping to unlee